Hey, what's going on everyone? Sam Clymer here with Lake Pro Tackle. Guys, today's video is going to be a lake report over Lake Lewisville. Robert Youngblood is the one who got us this information. He was fishing July 10th, so this last weekend. And guys, this one's going to be really awesome. It's something that a lot of people don't do, and it's something that a lot of people should start doing because it gets so hot here in the afternoons, and even, before 12 o'clock, it's getting really hot. So Robert, he loves night fishing, so he was out from kind of sundown and then pushed out into the night. So Robert was targeting a lot of the marinas because they've got really good lighting. So, you know, the walkway lights and dock lights and other stuff like that, they put off good ambient light, and that's great low light conditions that stay throughout the night. So those bass can feed whenever they want. They can use the marinas as cover. They can suspend on it. And generally there's a lot of brush piles around there as well. Now Robert was fishing a 7-inch blue fleck power worm, which is a staple for night fishing, he says, and over 20 plus years of experience fishing in the summer, he says you still can't compete with it. It's one of those top tier baits that just get bit all the time. Now he said if he did want to catch a bigger bass, he'd have to use a 10-inch, which is just 3 inches longer, and those curly tail worms, they put off a lot of thump. So I'm sure that 10-inch power worm is putting off a ton more thump than that 7-inch, and it's drawing in those bigger fish. Now, not only that, he was also flipping around a jig, a brush hog, a creature bait, black spinner bait, and you know, he just wants to make sure that you're throwing something that puts off a lot of thump. So talking about jig trailers, you want to use a rage craw as opposed to like something like a speed craw. That rage craw is going to be thumping a lot harder, and those bass can find it a lot easier. He also fished around boat ramps and was really looking for a really hard rock. He says that the fish don't like mud as much, but if you are fishing something like a mud point or something, look for rocks or timber or brush piles in it, because they're not just going to sit on the mud. And I completely agree with him. After fishing Lewisville for a bunch of years, the fish do not like mud soft bottom in that lake. Now there's not a ton of boat houses like he said in his report, but the ones that you do get on, I can agree. If you can find some boat houses that have brush around it, maybe some rocky bottom, you can definitely get on a really good bite around there. And I do like throwing ribbon tail worms in those. So again, the ribbon tail worm just gets bit this time of the year. Another tidbit of information that he's given is that we are on a waxing stage in the moon, so the moon is getting bigger and bigger, and that means there's more and more light being put down onto the water at the nighttime. So he says you can fish a little shallower than you normally do, and I agree again that you can fish a little bit shallower than normal. Last thing he said is fishing boat ramps. You know, the boat ramp slabs that go down, they go down to at least like 12 foot most of the time, and there's always good chunk rock to create a sturdy base for that ramp. Go check them out, use your electronics, idle by them, and there's always going to be fish around that area with that hard rock. So again, Robert, thank you for the information. Hopefully you get back out there, and thank you guys for watching. So like I said earlier, the videos here on YouTube, we're going to be moving over to the website pretty soon, so definitely go check that out, and we'll keep you up to date with what's going on. So thank you for coming by, and we'll see you next time.